Stop scrolling. If you are thinking about buying, selling, or investing in UK property, you need to hear this. The housing market is shifting fast. First-time buyers are making a comeback. Property listings are surging. And landlords, well, they might be in for a rough ride. And if you think London is just for local buyers, think again. International investors are making big moves. So, what does this all mean for you? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I will break down the biggest real estate trends happening right now in the UK. And trust me, you don't want to miss any of this. Hi, my name is Paulo Tubibi, founder and CEO of Notlip, a real estate investor, a landlord, and a lover of storytelling on history. Alright, let's start with some good news. First-time buyers are making a huge comeback. In fact, home purchases by first-time buyers have jumped by 20%, one of the biggest spikes we've seen in years. So, what's behind this sudden surge? Well, with mortgage rates dipping slightly and lenders becoming more flexible, a lot of people who were on the sidelines are now jumping in. But, and this is a big but, there's still one major hurdle. The average deposit is now over £125,000 in London. Yep, that's right. So, is this really a comeback? Or are we just seeing a temporary spike? Let's break it down. As I said moments ago, the UK experienced a 20% increase in first-time home buyers, totaling 341,068 transactions. This rise is attributed to improved mortgage affordability following a decline and stabilization of interest rates. First-time buyers now represent 54% of all mortgage finance property purchases, the highest proportion since 2014. The average deposit for these buyers is £61,090, escalating to £125,000 in London. The average property price for first-time buyers stands at £311,034, with the typical buyer's age increasing to 33. Notably, 31% of these buyers receive financial assistance from their family or friends for their deposits. If you have been struggling to find the right home, there's finally some good news. The number of properties hitting the market just saw its biggest rise since 2020. Why? Well, sellers are more confident, interest rate cuts are giving buyers hope, and let's be real, some homeowners are cashing out while they still can. But with more homes available, could this finally bring property prices down? January saw a significant rise in UK property listings, marking the largest increase since September 2020. This uptick follows 3 interest rate cuts by the Bank of England since August 2024, which have reduced borrowing costs and boosted mortgage approvals. Estate agents report a robust start to the year, with inventories rising to an average of 45 listings per branch, up from a record low of 34 in September 2020. Looking ahead, 30% of agents anticipate increased sales in the coming year. House prices in England and Wales have risen at twice the rate of flats. Over the past 5 years, house sellers have seen a 31% increase in value, a growth that took flat owners a decade to achieve. Factors contributing to this disparity include high service charges, increased insurance premiums following the Grenfell tragedy, and challenges related to combustible cladding. The pandemic further widened this gap, with housing prices increasing by 7.3% over a year compared to 3.4% for flats. Here's a crazy stat. The value of houses in the UK has shot up by 31% in the last 5 years, while flats, well, let's just say they have taken nearly a decade to see the same growth. But why the difference? A big part of it comes down to demand. People want space, gardens, and fewer service charges. And let's not forget, the post-Grenfell cladding crisis has made some flats nearly impossible to sell. So, if you own a flat, should you hold on to it? Or is now the time to sell? Despite UK house prices reaching record highs, landlords face several challenges, including changes in capital gains tax, high interest rates, and more tenant-friendly regulations, such as the upcoming Renters' Rights Bill, which aims to limit fixed tenancies and control rent increases. Additionally, rent prices outside London have dipped for the first time since before the pandemic, adding to landlords' concerns. Yes, it's affecting me too. Some landlords are even selling up completely. So, could this mean better deals for renters? Or are we heading for a rental shortage? Your guess is as good as mine. Forget crypto, forget NFTs. Today's influencers are buying property. That's right, some of the biggest social media stars are snapping up multi-million-pound homes in London, Manchester, and beyond. But is this a smart investment? Or are they just following a trend? And more importantly, could their moves be pushing property prices even higher? Young social media influencers are leveraging their online success to purchase luxury properties in London's prestigious neighborhoods. For instance, at 21, Olivia Neal acquired a £1.975 million flat in Bayswater using her YouTube earnings. These influencers view real estate as a safeguard against the volatile nature of social media income, diversifying their investments to establish long-term financial security. And finally, let's talk about international buyers, because they are making big moves in London's property market. Investors from India, the US, and China are flooding in, taking advantage of the weak pound and high rental demand. But what does this mean for local buyers? Could foreign investments be pushing prices up even further? London's property market has seen growing interest from India and American buyers. India tech professionals and industrialists are significantly increasing their investments in high-end properties, while American buyers are capitalizing on a weaker pound. Chinese buyers also remain prominent, often purchasing homes for their children's education or as long-term investments. This trend indicates a shift, with more overseas buyers intending to use their London properties for personal purposes rather than solely as investments. Alright, so there you have it. The UK property market is changing fast. And whether you're buying, selling, or just watching from the sidelines, staying informed is key. So, what do you think? Are house prices finally about to drop? Are landlords in trouble? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.